What if I told you that this little cube contains a massive solution to the climate crisis and the housing crisis? Under its six-sided surface lies the formula to save millions, if not billions of lives. Allow me to explain. Take a guess at what the second most used material in our world is after water. It's all around you. It can be found in every rural and urban human habitation on Earth. It may as well be water because we're all swimming in it. Do you have a guess yet? This material is Portland cement. Portland cement, which is often confused with concrete or mortar, is simply a glue that is used to bind materials together when water is added. It's the primary binder in concrete. But here's why we're describing it as a problem. First of all, there are devastating environmental consequences to the ubiquity of Portland cement, and the magnitude of the word devastating really needs to be understood here. The cement industry is responsible for 8% of global carbon emissions. To put that in perspective, this is more carbon emissions than the aviation industry and the shipping industry combined. If global production of Portland cement ended tomorrow, it would result in a greater decrease of carbon emissions than if every truck on Earth disappeared from the roads. But how on earth can we end the global production of Portland cement? We're swimming in it, right? This is the question on many people's minds right now. Our answer is here.
This is a geopolymer. A polymer is a long chain of molecules like plastic. Unlike plastic, this is made out of natural materials. It's a man-made rock, essentially. It starts in liquid form, and from there has many applications. It can be concrete, a spray, a paint, or a composite material. This was the cement that was used before Portland cement. The process of producing this emits 8 times less CO2 and 2 to 3 times less energy than the production of Portland cement. That's a huge deal. This can be made anywhere in the world with locally sourced materials. You would never have to import cement, as is currently the case in many parts of the world. After 30 years of experience in geopolymers, I literally met thousands of people around the world doing geopolymers every day. It's time now for the USA to get on board.
Okay, Mr. French scientist guy, I get it. You stumbled upon some technology that's good for the environment. I'll file that away in my brain with paper straws, electric cars, and all these other green alternatives that are either way worse than the original or just too expensive.
No, this is not the next soggy paper straw on the market. I'm William Hoff. I'm the founder and CEO of Geopolymer International. I've been in construction for 43 years. Geopolymer is the top lead of materials for construction.
First of all, let's look at durability. A house made of geopolymers will last 100 times longer than a house made of Portland cement. Geopolymers are an ancient technology. Most historical evidence points to the conclusion that the mortar for the Great Wall of China, Machu Picchu, the Easter Island heads, and a whole bunch of ancient structures were all made using geopolymer materials that were locally sourced and produced by the populations of their time. On the other hand, you won't find a single structure made out of Portland cement that's more than 200 years old. Even in Portland cement's short lifetime, it frequently cracks and needs repair. Geopolymers are 3 to 4 times stronger. Not to mention that geopolymers bind to themselves in a way that Portland cement doesn't, making geopolymer structures infinitely easier to repair. Not only do geopolymers bind to themselves, they bind to other materials, including Portland cement. As a matter of fact, geopolymers can enhance the performance of pre-existing Portland cement in so many ways. You can spray a Portland cement structure with a coating of geopolymer material to make it more durable, or to make it fireproof. That's right, as if all of these benefits weren't enough. Geopolymers are fireproof. A geopolymer house would literally withstand a forest fire. Unlike, you guessed it, Portland cement, which explodes in high heat. So by this point, we've established that geopolymers have a lifespan that is 100 times longer than Portland cement, and they are actually much healthier during this lifespan. But we still haven't gotten to the part that will blow your mind the most. Let's look at the afterlives of these materials. Once Portland cement hardens, it's effectively a dead substance. When it cracks, crumbles, or gets demolished, that rubble cannot be used for anything else and is discarded in landfills. On the contrary, with a geopolymer, you can grind it up, remix it, and create a fully functional new material that will harden and be used again. This means that geopolymers can be endlessly recycled. But guess what? Discarded Portland cement can also be ground up to make new geopolymers. Not only can geopolymers be recycled, they can salvage megatons upon megatons of what we thought had already been wasted. And back to the construction advantages.
Geopolymer is perfect for 3D printing. We have developed systems that we can continue to print from the floor all the way up to the ceiling without stopping.
This is the first ever house to be 3D printed from geopolymer materials, which was printed by Geopolymer International in only 21 hours. And this just in, Geopolymer International is the exclusive North American distributor of the most advanced 3D printer in the world, the Constructions 3D Maxi Printer, bringing you the best printer with the best ink. Think about what this means for the future of construction, all the new types of structures that can be built, and at record speeds with remarkably low labor costs. By now you may be thinking, if geopolymers are so much better, then what's the catch? Are they billions of dollars? The short answer is no. By mass, geopolymers are typically more expensive than Portland cement, but when you look at a more complete picture, prices are reasonably competitive. As an example, let's do a cost analysis of two 2,500 square foot homes, each with a 600-foot driveway. The cement house would require 81 US tons of 3,000 PSI Portland cement to be built. But you can build thinner with geopolymers because they are so much stronger, which means you would need only 40 US tons for this house, cutting material costs in half. Let's add to these considerations that geopolymers need significantly less repair costs and use these two driveways as an example. Cracks in Portland cement typically appear within 20 years and cost roughly $13.95 per square foot to repair. To maintain this 600-foot driveway, you would likely pay about $8,373 over 20 years. Lastly, because geopolymers can withstand fire and other natural disasters, they necessitate much lower insurance expenses. Our comparative analysis of home insurance rates across the 50 states reveals that this geopolymer house would cost roughly $90 less to insure per month than its cement counterpart, saving $21,600 over 20 years. But the most significant part of this equation is all of the money saved by geopolymers' durability. This bridge in Charleston, South Carolina, has been rebuilt 3 times in the past century. Imagine if once were enough. Wait, I am so confused. If geopolymers are so much better and they've been around since the Great Wall of China, then why did we start using Portland cement in the first place? Portland cement was invented around 200 years ago when we thought that the earth and its resources were limitless and people were scrambling for cheap and easy solutions. It was popularized before it failed the test of time and we saw how poorly it functions in terms of durability. We know that we need an alternative to Portland cement, and we don't need to search further than our history, where all the answers already lie in ancient formulas. We want to work with the earth, not against it. And Earth's gifts want to work with us too. Geopolymer International researches and develops all things geopolymers. Thanks for watching.